Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, and we actually have a pretty good week on our hands here. Before we get into the video, consider dropping a like and subscribing if you guys are new. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Starting us off this week, we have the brand new Shih Tzu K-Tora, which has been added into the game. It's available on Southern San Andreas Super Autos for $810,000, which is pretty cool. We'll talk about it in a little bit as well. Starting off with the weekly challenge this week, it's going to be to participate in 3 drift races. You don't have to win, you don't have to do anything special. You're going to get $100,000 for doing that, but we also have some really good money bonuses on top of this. This week, if you complete any auto shop contract, you're going to get a bonus $300,000. Now, this is only available once as far as I understand, and it will hit your account within 72 hours of completion, so you might not get it right away, just so everyone is aware. Moving on, we have triple money and triple RP on drift races. So these are going to be paying decently this week, although they only have a maximum player count of 8 people, so the rewards are going to be capped compared to something like stunt races, for example, where you could have up to 30 people. Still going to be a pretty good way to make money this week. Now that also ties into another bonus we have this week, which is 5 times LS Car Meet rep. So if you try to unlock some of those special rims through the LS Car Meet, now is going to be a really good time to grind out those drift races, for example, or do anything else in the LS Car Meet, because you're going to level up super fast this week. So that's pretty cool. Definitely something to take advantage of if you're after some of those special wheels. We also have 4 times money and RP on the exotic exports. Those are the little blue dots that are going to spawn all around your map, and they're the cars that you're going to take to the docks to go to Simeon. Those usually pay about $20,000. This week they're paying $80,000 each, so if you come across one, it's probably going to be worth it to do it. We also have double money and double RP on weed, and that's through the MC business itself, but also through the nightclub basement. So it's going to be twice as valuable in both of those locations. So again, another MC business on bonus. I don't really know what Rockstar's doing, but yeah, we got weed on double again. Not the worst bonus we could have got, honestly. Pretty good. And that nightclub basement bonus is nice as well. So take advantage of that this week for sure. And we have Sumo Remix added back into GTA Online this week. This is on double money and double RP, and it's probably going to be one of the better ways to level up and make some money for lower level players in GTA this week. So take advantage of this. It's honestly a lot of fun as well. I highly recommend doing Sumo Remix. I honestly have a blast every time I do it. I nearly forgot though, the Lunar New Year races are still on triple money and triple RP. So that's going to be an even better way to make money than Sumo Remix or the drift races as well. This is going to be the best way to make money this week for lower level players. Moving on, we have some free vehicles this week as well. The Declassy Drift Walton L35 is free this week. Make sure to pick this thing up. It was free a while ago as well, so definitely get it while you can. It also has been removed from the game, I believe, since it became free and then went off of being free. They just took it out. I don't really understand it, but yeah. So make sure to get the Declassy Drift Walton L35. It comes with drift tuning and it's free. You might as well get one. Scrolling further down on Southern, we have the Dinka Ballista Kanjo, also free. No idea why this thing's free as well. Rockstar's being very generous this week, and little sneak peek of something coming up ahead. We have a free car in the salvage yard as well, so that's pretty cool. But the Dinka Ballista Kanjo, great car for free. You might as well grab one as well. It's honestly a lot of fun to customize. Great customization for this car. Last but not least, we also have a free LS Car Meet membership this week. So you're going to go to the Car Meet, and instead of paying $50,000, it's going to be free. Nice bonus if you don't have it already, I guess. So this is me hopping in post. I totally forgot to talk about the K-Tora. Now the K-Tora was really interesting for $810,000. I don't think it's egregiously priced, to be honest. With drift tuning, I could see it being really good. It does naturally sort of lean towards drifting a little bit, I would say. It is rear wheel drive. It's got decent acceleration, and the speed, as you would probably expect, isn't the greatest ever. Handling wise, it felt pretty good to me, to be honest. Is it worth $810,000? Personally, I don't really think so. Although I know a lot of people are really excited about it. I would say for most players, unless you're specifically looking for the K-Tora, you're probably going to want to avoid it. It's just $800,000 you could use in a better way, probably. Now, if you have tons of money, if you have everything you could ever want in GTA, buy the K-Tora. Why not? It's new, it's something fun to do. Definitely give it a shot. But if you're still on your grind, if you still have businesses that you need to buy, I would prioritize doing that and getting that done before buying the K-Tora. Starting off with discounts this week, we have a property discount. It's on the Weed Farm, shockingly. It's 40% off, plus upgrades as well are also 40% off. So make sure to buy a Weed Farm. If you want to know the best location, honestly, the Sanchiansky mountain range is pretty damn good. The only other one that I would even maybe consider is the downtown Vinewood location, but even then I would still just go for the Sanchiansky mountain range location. The sale missions are great. It's not that far away. It's pretty cool. It's a good location. That's the one to get. And as far as upgrading goes, make sure you get the equipment, staff, and security upgrades. All three are necessary, especially if you have the mansion security, because in conjunction with the security upgrade for the Weed Farm itself, this thing will no longer get raided, which is pretty sweet. So definitely make sure to buy a Weed Farm and buy all the upgrades for it this week. For vehicle discounts, starting off on Elitist Travel, we have the Howard NX25. Discounted this week, it's 30% off. Now, it does have a missile lock-on jammer available for it. It is one of the faster planes in the game, but it's not necessarily the best. The Alpha Z1 is still much quicker, and the Howard doesn't look that great to me, in all honesty. In order to buy the Howard, you will also need to own a hangar property, just so everyone is aware. Overall, I feel like the Howard, if you want an unarmed plane, which I'm not really sure why you do, it's not terrible for $682,500, but it's certainly not that awesome either. So I would say to personally avoid the NX25 unless you're specifically looking for this plane for whatever reason. Moving over to Southern, under the two-door section, we have the Fathom FR36 discounted. This is one of the better drift cars in Grand Theft Auto Online. It is, of course, drift tunable, but you do not have to put drift tuning on it either. Customization wise, a lot of the customization felt like more of the same. Basically, it felt like a bunch of different options that changed one tiny little thing on each of them, even though there was about 16 bumper options for the front and the rear. Spoiler options, kind of the same thing. Really cool car, but I'm not honestly 100% convinced it's worth $1.1 million. If you want a Fathom FR36, if you like the Infiniti G35 or 37 in real life, you'll probably want this car and you might as well get it on discount. But other than that, you can pretty safely avoid this one because it's not that special overall. Scrolling further down, we have the Declasse Drift Yosemite, another drift tunable vehicle, going for $915,000 or $686,000 if you have the trade price. This thing is a little bit disappointing customization wise. There is not as much as I would have liked for it. With that being said, the Declasse Drift Yosemite is not my favorite drift tunable vehicle, so if you're buying one for drift tuning, I would say do not buy the Drift Yosemite. It's just not that awesome when it comes to drifting in GTA. However, it is kind of a cool car, so if it's something you're interested in, maybe consider picking it up while it's on discount. However, if you've never considered it, if you don't think you want it or that you'd like it, I would say definitely avoid it this week. Next up, we have the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire discounted for $521,500 this week. In my opinion, this is a must buy. For only $500K, this is one of the most fun cars in all of GTA Online. It also has great customization options, and it's pretty quick in a straight line. It has a missile lock-on jammer, and it has drift tuning available for it now. Now, I will say, not the best car to drift with, that's for sure, but still a very cool car for free mode, a very fun one at that. I would highly recommend the Gauntlet Hellfire. The Karen Futo, guys, is 30% off. We can save some money here. Only $6,300 instead of $9,000, guys. I'd say it's worth it. Honestly, considering it's the cheapest drift tunable car in the game, and it's 30% off, you cannot go wrong with this thing. Seriously, it is the best drift car in the entire game, especially for the money. It's tiny, it's got a little bit of customization, drift tuning's cheap, only about $250K. Really, there's no going wrong with the Futo. You gotta buy one this week if you don't have one yet. Next up, under the four-door section on Southern, we have the Dinka Chavos V6, going for $994,000, and honestly, I think it's too much money. For a Honda Accord, it's kind of ignorant. It does have drift tuning, so that's cool, and the missile lock-on jammer is available for it as well. I mean, if you want a $1 million Honda Accord, definitely go for that, bro, but I will just tell you, it's not the best car ever, that's for sure. I personally would say for most players, you're going to want to avoid buying the Dinka Chavos V6. It's just simply not $1 million worth of vehicle, that's for sure. Scrolling further down under the four-door section, we have the Zirconium Journey 2, which I would never tell you to buy ever. So, I mean, unless you want it, man. If you really want a Zirconium Journey 2, go for it, but I promise you'll be disappointed, and I'm also gonna pretty much promise you, you will never use it as much as you think you might. So I would say avoid buying it. It's just simply not worth it. All you get is liveries and it's clean compared to the $30,000 Pegasus version. So I just don't think it's worth it. And we also have the Rune Chebrak, which unironically is one of the best drift cars in the entire game, going for $101,500 this week. If you want one of these, definitely get it right now. It's got some really kind of cool and unique customization for it, which is pretty neat. You won't see a lot of people driving this either, so I think for 100 grand you kind of can't go wrong with it. It's not very much money and you're gonna get a decent time out of it, I would say. Rune Chebrak, pretty cool. I would recommend buying it. And last but not least, over on Legendary Motorsport, we have the Dinka Jester RR going for $1,034,250 this week, and that's if you have the trade price. And if you don't, it's going to be about $1.4 million, which is kind of expensive in my opinion. I would really only recommend getting the Jester RR if you have the trade price unlocked for it. Again, unless you're like a Toyota Supra mega fan, then you'll probably want to buy it while it's on discount, no matter what. But specifically, if you can get it for the trade price, I think it's like an okay purchase. Now, it does have drift tuning, which is cool. It has the missile lock-on jammer, and it does have special liveries as well. So that is pretty cool. Overall, for $1 million, you kind of can't go wrong with it. You kind of can at the same time, but I think if you're interested in a Mark V Supra, this is definitely going to be the time to get it. Within the casino this week, we have the Benefactor Sterling GT available to be won. Absolutely worth it, especially if you have HSW on your platform, because this thing does have an HSW upgrade. Regardless of that though, it is one of the best sounding, if not the best sounding car in the entire game. It's based off the Mercedes 300 SL. It's absolutely worth winning. It goes for $975,000, so definitely get it while it's in here. I totally forgot about this because this thing's on discount, but it's also the LS Car Meet prize ride this week. It's the Fathom FR36, and in order to win it, you're gonna have to place top 3 for 4 days in a row. So instead of buying it for $1.1 million, if you play the game for 4 days in a row and win trade with your friends, you can also get this car for free, which is how I would recommend getting it, to be honest, because you'll save about $1 million, which is pretty cool. It is a neat car. Definitely try to win it. That's my recommendation. And within the LS Car Meet, we have the brand new Shih Tzu Katora. We also have the Dinka RT3000 and the Vapid Dominator GT. Now, all of these vehicles are available on the website, so there's nothing special about them being in the LS Car Meet. They all do have drift tuning on them now, which is kind of cool, but just get them on the websites. Honestly, there's no point in getting them here, except for I think maybe this thing has stock black wheels, but you can get a very similar looking wheel on this thing. So unless you really want these wheels for some weird reason, then just upgrade them with like S Racers or something. $2,195,000, same price as regular. RT3000, $1,286,000, same price as regular. And the Shih Tzu Katora for $810,000. Now, the only real advantage you're getting here is that you're not paying for the liveries on any of these vehicles. That's all included in the price, which is kind of odd. They usually don't do that. But if you want to put on one of these liveries, that would be the advantage of buying them here. The other advantage is that the Katora's wheels are colored, and those I think are the stock wheels. So that's kind of cool if it's something you're into. We of course have the Karen Woodlander here as the HSW test ride this week for $2,637,000. Honestly, not that bad considering the performance you get. This is one of the faster SUVs in the entire game, so that's pretty cool. Still, I'd probably recommend just buying it yourself and upgrading it accordingly. Within Simeon's, we have a bunch of Tuners DLC vehicles. We have the Calico GTF, which is available on the website. We have the Emperor Vector, which is also available on the website. The Maibatsu Penumbra FF, which is free in the salvage yard this week. We're going to talk about that in just a second, but it's available in here. We have the Dinka Postlude, which is not a Tuners DLC car, but it was supposed to be added with the Tuners DLC because it has stance mode. Most people don't know that, even though it wasn't added with Tuners, so that's pretty cool. And we also have the Anis ZR350. All of these prices are going to be the exact same as on the website, plus the price of the livery or any additional customization factored in. So, I mean, I can go around and I can talk about them. $1,247,000. Dinka Postlude is going to be $1,022,000. Penumbra FF is $1.3 million plus the livery, so $1.4 4 million. That's crazy. I don't know. I would not buy it here. Let's just say that. And the Emperor Vector, 1,363,000, and the Calico GTF is going for $1,522,000. Yeah, I would just recommend getting all of them on the website, because if you buy them here, you're going to pay extra money, and you might not even like this livery the best out of the ones that you have available, so buy them on the website. The priority file this week within the garment factory is going to be the brute force file, paying $316,000 this week. Within the salvage yard, we have the Grotti GT500 available for completing the McToney robbery. The Duggan robbery will get you the Maibatsu Penumbra FF, which is the standard tier vehicle of the week, and it is claimable this week, so that's pretty cool. But we also have the cargo ship robbery to get the BF Weevil. Again, not claimable though. Within luxury autos this week, we have the Karen Woodlander again, except not the HSW test ride this week, going for $1,630,000, or the Annus Minimus for $1,450,000. I wouldn't recommend getting them here. Yet again, they're all on the website, so just get them on the websites. So yeah. The gun van location today is at the Boneyard. This is only going to be here today, the day this video is coming out, but it's right here. And within the gun van, we have the service carbine, we have the stun gun available, the precision rifle, which you should never buy, we have the compact rifle, which is okay, the heavy pistol, and the nightstick as well. That precision rifle is 50% off this week. Please do not be tempted. It is absolutely terrible. It's one of the worst weapons in GTA Online, truly. We got pipe bombs, tear gas, and grenades, and body armor, of course, is 10% off as well. Your RC Bandito time trial today is Construction Site 1. Your Junk Energy time trial is Sewer System. Your regular time trial is Tongva Valley, and your HSW time trial is Terminal 2 Pacific Bluff. So this is going to start right here, and it's going to end all the way just over here on the top side of the canyon right there. So there you have it. That's been it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you found this video helpful or useful in any way, consider dropping me a like and a subscribe if you guys are new and you enjoy this style of content. I will have a weekly money guide coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that if you want to know how to make money this week in GTA. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Peace.